NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me at the table, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we've also got Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sidelines. We've got the Washington Wizards and the Toronto Raptors. So a look at the starters for the Wizards. Stevenson is out there with Arenas. Then there's Haywood. And it's Caron Butler. And it's Jamison in at the four-man position. Arenas against Bogues. Arenas passes to Stevenson. Beyond the arc. Good for the basket. Starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Now, here is McGrady. Pass to Oakley. Clock at 6. Carter against Stevenson. And it's Carter missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Davis setting the pick for Carter. Pass to Davis. Washington with the rebound.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
Bogues against Arenas. And here's Stevenson. Drains it from beyond the arc. Stevenson's got a couple of threes now in the first for Washington.
And you can tell Arenas just has that ability as a distributor. He can pick out the ready shooter and get them the rock.
Davis with a screen on Stevenson. And it's Carter missing. We've seen a quick start here for the Wizards. And Stevenson kicks it over to Arenas. Into the lane. Pass to Stevenson. Arenas against Bogues. Arenas can't hit.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Bogues. Over Arenas. And again, no good by Toronto.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
On the wing, Stevenson. Defended by Carter. Haywood with a screen on Bogues. Arenas passes to Butler. That's good, and it's Arenas with the assist. Arenas has got 3 assists now in this one.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
So timeout called here, the first for the Raptors.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And coach called his timeout to try and reset things on offense. Shake them up a bit so they can hopefully start getting some shots to fall.
The Raptors making a switch here. Rose is checked in. Daniels is checked in for the Wizards. Wizards on D. Willis with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Raptors need to get a shot off. Carter with the 3. Rebound by the Wizards. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Down low. Jamison with the basket on the assist by Daniels.
And phenomenal work in close. Jamison is just so assertive from that area.
Butler against McGrady. Inside, Willis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Wizards?
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And something else that's working for them is ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart plays.
First one falls for him.
Yeah, I just love the leadership that Willis brings to this team. He's a guy players look up to, a powerful center who just continues to impress.
And Washington making a change here. Hayes is checked in. And Willis drops them both. And here's Arenas. Still scoreless. Pass to Hayes. Haywood with a screen on McGrady. Now Daniels. And Willis pulls it down.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Pass to Haywood. Back to Daniels. Nice ball movement by Washington. Sinks the triple.
And you have to honor the three-point shooting of Arenas, a big-time scorer who's shown the consistency from beyond.
Now here's Bowes. McGrady outside. Off target at the rim.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that
Raptors trail by 8. Makes it off the glass.
Like the size McGrady has inside. Fantastic at kind of angling his body there for the interior shot.
Now here's Arenas. Pass to Daniels. Four on the clock. Wizards need to get a shot off here. Jamison, no luck. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Toronto Raptors. Fires from way outside. The long distance three is buried. Carter's got 5. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Wizards lead by 3. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what stands out to you from Washington in this one?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
And as long as the threes are dropping, you've got to keep launching them.
And the Wizards with possession. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. So the Wizards 5 right now. Blatch out there with the Thomas. Then it's Daniels. Then it's Butler. And it's Hayes in at the 3 slot. And he goes in for the dunk.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Raptors trail by 5. Curry on the wing. Back to Brown. Shot clock at 5. The 3. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Butler feeling out of it. It's tipped. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Brown outside. Rebound, Washington. Off on the layup. And here we go. Butler heading to the hoop. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Wizards shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. That free throw good from Hayes. And the Wizards making a change here. Stevenson's checked in. And he makes both free throws.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
And the Raptors call time here.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
And we see it so often. One little tweak to the game plan and everything falls into place for a team.
Number 32, Andre Black.
Christie against Stevenson. Christie kicks to Oakley. On the wing, Brown. Pass to Christie. Just 5 on the clock. Three-pointer. Brown, no good. Washington leading now by 7. Stevenson with it. To the paint. Here's Thomas. And Thomas with the stuff.
And forget about finesse. This big fella's all about the power.
Brown deciding where to go with it. Pass to Christie. Lets it go from deep. They get it back. To the middle. Toronto working the ball around now. Screen by Oakley. Trying to get something going. The rebound by Thomas. They could stretch the lead to double digits.
I mean, which would obviously put them in a very comfortable position.
Here is Daniels. He's covered by Brown. Really left alone that time. And it's a 12-point Washington lead.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Here's a screen by Willis. Here's Curry with the 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington. A new group in now for the Raptors. Davis is checked in for Oakland. McGrady comes in for Curry. Vince Carter, he's checked in for Christie. And it's Bogues in for Brown. Here is Stevenson. He has 6. Arenas, that's a 2-pointer, and Davis pulls it down.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
McGrady kicks to Carter. Back to McGrady, out to the right wing. Willis, the pass to Bogues. Clock at 4. Here's the floater. No good that time. Good work defensively by Arenas. Here's Stevenson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And it's going to be on Tracy McGrady. The Wizards have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. He's off on the first. Oakley, he's checked in for the Raptors.
Deshaun Stevenson taking 2 shots.
And he's good on the second. McGrady with the ball. Davis setting the pick for McGrady. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. McGrady's got 6.
He's got all the shots. McGrady makes the mid-range look easy.
Pass to Jamison. And a wide open look for Arenas. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. 6 points for him.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
McGrady outside. Davis setting the pick for McGrady. Lets it go from the wing. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here's Stevenson. He has 7. On the wing, Arenas. Jamison with a screen for Arenas. No good from outside.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
McGrady kicks to Davis. Pass to Oakley. To the inside. Here's Carter. And then Carter with the jam.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
Wizards leading by 7. And here's Arenas. He has 6. Thomas dishes to Jamison. Brendan Haywood, he's checked in for the Wizards. Butler comes in for Jarvis Hayes.
Wizard substitution. Brendan Haywood.
30 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Arenas. Basket counts. That's now 8 points for Gilbert Arenas.
Just cooking the D inside. Arenas blows by the contact.
Carter against Stevenson. Now here is Carter. He's covered closely. Shot clock at 6. Davis with a screen on Stevenson. And so it's the Washington Wizards ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. And look at Gilbert Arenas. What a contribution.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And it's a role we don't always see him in, but he's done a great job tonight getting the rest of his team involved.
Wizards leading by 9. We've got Oakley. Carter out there with Bogues. Then there's Davis. And it's McGrady in at the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. They get the rebound. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And constantly on the move. Jamison is someone who can put up points in a hurry.
The Wizards shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Antoine Jamison. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
And Jamison is such a talented scorer. A forward who can get it done both outside and in. He's special.
That one is no good. Raptors trail by 10. Here's Bogues. Outside for Davis. Raptors moving the ball around. And Vince Carter with the slam.
Yeah, and you got to respect the size McGrady has. Easily seen over the defense there to spot the open man.
Pass to Jamison. Now here's Arenas for three. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 4 rebounds in this game. McGrady outside. Davis setting the pick for McGrady. Carter outside. 6 to shoot. He doesn't hit that one. Good D by Stevenson. Washington leading now by 8. Outside Arenas. There's the triple. Second chance shot, and that's 2 points on the layup.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
And you can see them just deflate after giving up that score. And they know that they can't dig themselves out of this hole if they're allowing second chance points.
Toronto calls timeout. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Davis. And no good that time. Washington leading now by 10. Butler kicks to Stevenson. Back to Butler. On the wing, Arenas. Lets the 3 fly. Good on the triple. Arenas has got the lead up to 13 now for the Wizards.
And that's on the defense there. Gotta know the scouting report and understand that he loves his shot.
Oakley, a screen on Arenas.
How about the heart that Bogues plays with? A diminutive point guard that has so much confidence in his abilities, shows time and time again how crafty he is.
Toronto shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Taking 2 shots.
Free throws good, Bogues. So he gets them both. Here's Stevenson. He's got 7. Outside Butler. Outside Arenas. Over Bogues. And there's Gilbert Arenas on the assist by Butler. And it's 13 points for Gilbert Arenas.
And so far, Arenas is feeling it. Fiery offensive games like this are why they call this man the Hibachi.
Now, here's Bogues. Here's McGrady. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. McGrady's got 10 points.
Not all his mid-range jumpers are created equal. That's one they'll take all night long.
Outside Arenas. Over Bogues. Arenas can't hit. Raptors trail by 11. Now Bogues. Pass to McGrady. Shoots the 3. Washington with the rebound. Jamison's got 5 rebounds tonight. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Well, guys, last season, a full 14 teams finished with between 46 and 51 wins, with plenty of teams in the picture. Adam Silver is thrilled with the level of competition. He says, I think what fans ultimately want is to see great competition across the league. Kevin, it's certainly fun to watch.
It is, David. Bring it on, I say. The more, the better.
Yeah, great positioning by Jamison. He's right there to grab the rebound and send it back.
Toronto calls timeout. Some changes for Toronto. Willis, he checked in for Oakland. Christie comes in for Carter. And it's Brown in for Bogues. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Daniels, he's checked in for Stevenson. And again, Toronto no luck.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, that's it right now. He's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
Pass to McGrady. .144 left to play here in the third. 6 on the shot clock. And Davis now top of the key. From outside the arc, it's good. And the Washington lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Tracy McGrady. McGrady's gone 6 of 8, so shooting well at 75% here. Here's Daniels, defended by Christie. Daniels passes to Arenas. Here's Jamison. Nice ball movement by Washington. That falls. Nice feed that time from Antonio Daniels. Jamison's got 7 points here in this quarter. Outside, Willis. Back to McGrady. There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Now here's Arenas. He's got 13. Pass to Daniels. Jamison with it. Over Willis. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Raptors trail by 12. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. The kick out to Brown. Willis with a screen on Arenas. Here's Brown. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. They get Gilbert Arenas.
Yeah, and I like Brown. Shifty, athletic point guard who has a lot of confidence in his game.
Raptors have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. That free throw missing, so both teams making some changes here. Good on the second free throw. Here is Daniels. He's covered by Brown. Over to the left wing. 1 second left. And he got that one up in time, but it doesn't go in. And so it's the Washington Wizards. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. They trail by 11. So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's who Eddie Jordan's going with. We've got a Tom Thomas. Jamison is out there with Jarvis Hayes. Then there's Antonio Daniels. And it's Stevenson in at the 2. And the Wizards with possession. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
And another area they've separated themselves has been their three-point shooting, making the defense pay for any airspace.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. So it's Toronto now. It's a 13-point game. Pass to Christie. Curry on the wing. Outside, Willis. Here's Christie. He's guarded by Stevenson. Just 5 to shoot. Curry outside. Good on the three-point shot.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Stevenson outside. Back to Daniels. Outside for Jamison. It's up a 3. It's hauled in by Thomas.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Curry deciding where to go with it. Left side, Brown. There's a screen by Willis. Brown, the pass to Willis. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Carter, he's checked in for Thomas. And a switcher also for Washington. Haywood's checked in. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, the keep it simple method. Good decision to use the bounce pass just to get it there.
Here is Daniels. He's covered by Brown. Pass to Stevenson. Jamison in the post. Curry meets him. Nice shot by Jamison. Raptors trail by 10. And here is Curry. Back to Carter. Willis with a screen on Stevenson. Down low. And it's Willis finishing it off.
And showing off that elite strength. Willis is said to be able to bench press upwards of 400 pounds.
Haywood with a screen on Brown. Hayes up top. Outside, Jamison. 6 to shoot. Daniels dishes to Jamison. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Some changes for Toronto. Davis is checked in for Curry. McGrady comes in for Christie. And it's Bogues in for Brown. Here's McGrady. Davis setting the pick for McGrady. Over Butler. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Washington leading now by 8. Stevenson outside. Pass to Haywood. From deep, Arenas hands it from downtown.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
The Raptors call timeout. The Raptors making a switch here. Oakley's checked in. Jamison, he's checked in for Washington. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hi, guys. During that last break, I heard what the Raptors coach told to his team. I asked for one thing, intensity. He said, I need you to crank it up to 11 out there. That's how we turn it around. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, David. Here is Stevenson. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Pass to Butler. And here's Jamison, defended by Oakley. Jamison, no luck. Raptors trail by 9. Driving in. And the basket is good.
You got to love seeing McGrady when he's hot. An amazing score from any spot on the floor.
Here's Arenas. Oakley with some nice D. And it's the Raptors' ball. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Bogues kicks to McGrady. Just 4 to shoot. Rebound by the Wizards. Haywood's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Stevenson outside. Outside Butler. Pass to Jamison. Here's Arenas. And right through it goes. Arenas has got 5 points now in the quarter. 1:11 left to play here in the fourth. Davis with a screen on Stevenson. Here's Carter. Trying to get open as Davis. Rebound, Washington. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Carter against Stevenson. Butler on the way. Jamison with a screen on McGrady. Shots good from Butler.
And it's just competing, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Here is Carter after Caron Butler's bucket.
That is first personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your Raptors.
Good on the first, and that brings them to within 10.
2 shots.
Vince Carter hits them both. 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Daniels passes to Blatch. Daniels with it. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Mason. Shot clock at 6. And there's Daniel. That's good on the assist by Mason.
3 points.
And the Wizards lead by 12. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. We appreciate you tuning in tonight. And now, our player of the game, Gilbert Arenas.